But one thing which happened prior to we getting to our room, when we were at the check-in counter, they made us sign a waiver form. And if something happens to you, we are not responsible. And I told my wife, if he can do it, so can I. Because I was swimming so rapidly, the seawater was just coming in and it kind of clogged my snorkeling glass. So I came out of the water. I'm sure for each one of us, our personal and professional worlds have collided. And this is the same thing which happened to me last year, somewhere around July and June. Me and my wife were at a crossroads, both from a relationship as well as our personal lives. And more importantly, at work, I was confused in terms of where my work, where my life is all heading to. And today I'm here to share a very personal story which happened to me last year, which gave me perspective कि यार ये दुनिया में what am I doing, what am I focused on, what am I really here for, what am I really going to do, and why things are not happening the way I need it to happen or I want it to happen. And ये जो thought है, I'm sure it's there in everybody's mind, and it's there in each one of our minds. Like we are at this crossroads where both our personal professional lives are kind of merged or kind of hitting each other, and we kind of realize that at the back of everything there's something which is missing or there's something which is going wrong. And that's what led me to arrange a trip with my wife to Maldives, and it was our first trip. Interesting fact, my wife doesn't know how to swim, and I take her to a place which is full of waters and surrounded by waters. We were lucky enough to book a trip at the last moment and got a great deal. And we went to this beautiful place where we experienced some of the amazing things in our life, and I got a very life-changing perspective. Hi everyone, my name is Anis Merchant and welcome back to my channel. On this channel I share a lot of different tips, but today I'm here to share a very personal story and hope it relates to you. I hope you are able to glean some nuggets from this conversation, from this story, which helps you to understand what it takes to be really good in life or actually enjoy all the perils, whether it's the personal or the professional piece in our lives. So we land up at Malé, the airport, as we had arranged for the trip, and we were asked to wait at a lounge because we were waiting for our seaplane. First time I was sitting in a seaplane. I've never sat in a seaplane. Let me tell you, it's a fun ride. Seaplanes are not fun. They are small. They don't have an air condition. They do have seat belts, but the other interesting piece was that the pilots were flying a plane, and we could see the pilots flying the plane, and they were flying it barefoot. They were in their shorts. A different type of a crew, different type of setup. There was really no cabin crews in there. So me and my wife land up at this beautiful resort. We check in, and to our luck, we get upgraded to a nice over-the-water villa. We had normally booked a villa which was on the beach, and it was quite a bit of walking distance towards the water, but they upgraded us and we were very thankful to them. So as kids, both of us holding our hand, we went down to the villa, and we were really happy to see that villa was over the water. As soon as we opened the door, we saw these big beautiful French windows, and there was a big white curtain over it. So I quickly went there, opened those white curtains, and I could see an enormous sea covering the entire area. It was such a pristine view, and I quickly opened those French windows and I went out. And as soon as I went out, I saw this beautiful water. It was actual clear water, and when I looked down and when I went down to that edge of the ramp, I could see beautiful fishes. I could see fishes which I had never seen, and imagine from that height I was able to see. And I really was so eager to get in the water. But one thing which happened prior to we getting to our room, when we were at the check-in counter, they made us sign a waiver form. And I asked them, what is this waiver form for? They said it's a resort, and we are giving you a over-the-water villa. We are going to give you a snorkeling device. If you choose to go on the water, there are no lifeguards around. It is sea, and if something happens to you, we are not responsible. That really made me scared. So my wife, who doesn't know how to swim, said, Anis, you're not going into the water because if something goes wrong, I cannot come and help you or rescue you. By the time I go and get some help, it may be too late. So I said, okay, we are here to have fun. We don't want to have any untoward incidents. So I decided not to go into the water. In the afternoon, we were sitting on the deck on a nice chair, taking the sun in. And on the side villa, I see a kid running from the ramp and jumping into the water. A very young kid, maybe that kid was 9 or 10-year-old. And I told my wife, if he can do it, so can I. So I decided to go and change quickly into my swimming trunks. I get into the water. The stairs were slippery. I get into the water. When I went into the water, I said, I want to explore everything. I want to explore each and every part of that marina and really experience every bit of fish and beautifully see all the things which were there down in the water. But when I went in and I started swimming, I really couldn't see any damn god fish. And more importantly, because I was swimming so rapidly, the seawater was just coming in and it kind of clogged my snorkeling glass. So I came out of the water, took the goggles out, and I decided, hey, you know what? Why just don't I float rather than swimming? So I put on my snorkeling glass on, I started swimming again, and this time when I was swimming, I was actually floating. So I was just lying in the water and with my head down in the water, and I was just breathing through the snorkeling gear, and I was moving around in the water. Actually not moving around, let the water move me around. And in that moment, I saw those beautiful fishes right coming close to my hand, tickling my hand. I could see these beautiful fishes, colors which I haven't seen, fishes which I haven't seen. I saw transparent fishes. I saw a huge turtle swimming below me, and it was such a beautiful experience. And it was, if I can go ahead and share some of the videos, I'll try to share it on this video, but it was beautiful. But there was an important lesson I learned that day, which I'm here to share, is being present. Prior to me coming out of the water and getting my snorkeling gear, when I was swimming, I realized that I was just trying to be there and not be there really. And I was trying to move around, move rapidly, and probably that scared the fishes out because they thought there was a big whale, trying to be in the water and trying to swim. And, a size of mine, they would have considered me a whale and not small fish. They would have not wanted to come near me. But when I stood still and be part and surrender in that moment and really experience that beautiful marina, I could see the real beauty which was there. And that moment I realized that that's what I was doing with my life. That, I was just being there and trying to do everything and not being present. And that important lesson taught me a lot. So today, whether I'm at work, whether I'm on calls with my teams, or whether I'm at home with family, spending time with my children or spending time with my wife, I try to be present. And being present means you declutter your mind, declutter yourself from the devices which take majority of our attention, and ensure that you're just present in the moment and experience things. Let me tell you, it doesn't need you to go to Maldives to go and have that important lesson. You can experience the power of presence. Take a walk to a normal park or to a beach or to any greenery and just sit there and be still. You will see an amazing beauty, and that's what I have started doing. Rather than taking my mobile phone or indulge in taking pictures, I just sit still and take as many moments in my life just being present. And that experience is so profound, is so enriching, which cannot be captured in life through pictures or through phones. So hopefully this helps you to be more present and understand that you can try to achieve many things in life, but if you're not present in those moments, you will never remember them. And more importantly, you will always feel a sense of non-fulfillment in life. Hopefully this video has been helpful for you. I thank you for your time and look forward to seeing you in my next video.